Hello, everyone, and welcome to orientation. My name is Mrs. Jordan. I'm going to be your sixth grade English teacher this semester, and I'm so happy to see you. If you will click on the link in this PowerPoint, it will take you to a Excel form, not Excel, but Microsoft form that you can fill in for your first extra credit grade. That will be, and all extra credit is applied at the end of the semester, but I do keep track of it. So let's get started. As many of you will notice if you come to my orientation in Blackboard or when you come to class for the first time, we have a new platform we're using. We're no longer in Blackboard. We are in Neuro. So with that being said, if you're having trouble hearing me, or anything, 9 times out of 10, it's the way it's set up. So just like in Blackboard, we had Setup Wizard, be sure that you check your camera. And this number 1 is your mic. This is the mic so that I can hear you. You will need a mic for my class. If you need to, and number 2 is where you change your mic. So like if I have to change my headset out, I've got to go in and change this here. Number 3 is to test your speakers. So you click that button. If you can hear the sound, you're good to go. If you don't hear the sound, be sure that this is on the right headset if you're using a headset. You will definitely need to be able to hear me. And that's number 4 is where you can change from that drop down, you can change your speaker output. And then last but not least, you must hit the confirm button. So be sure that your camera is working. Be sure that your mic is working, and be sure that your headset is working where you can hear me. And you have to push 5 to confirm. All right, class expectations. All right, number 1 is that all chat, once the bell rings that it's time for class, all chat should be relevant to ELA, what we're learning that day. Be respectful of everyone, especially the teacher and other students. Participate in class conversations and activities. The more you participate, the more fun it's going to be. I can spend hours creating engaging lessons for you, but unless you participate, it's just not going to be as fun. And in order to be able to participate fully, you need to be on time. A lot of times I tell very important information at the very beginning of class. So be sure that you're there for the beginning. And I also tell a lot of important information at the end of class. So you want to be there for the very beginning or the very end, or be sure that you go back and watch the recording of that session. Also, to participate, you need to come to class prepared. That means having completed your OLS lessons, any previous ones, even if they weren't for a grade, done the readings, and anything else. If I send something out to you going, hey, have this done before we meet in class, be sure that you get that done. Use your whiteboard tools appropriately and with respect. Sometimes I will ask you to write on the whiteboard or post things up on the whiteboard, and someone can accidentally post over you. And especially now that we're learning in this new environment, that's going to be real easy to do. Just be patient. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Think, you know, maybe they accidentally did that. Give them a few seconds. If they don't take care of it, I'll take care of it, okay? But be nice, and you can, if you need to say something in chat, just say, whoever posts this, please, could you move it? It's covering mine. Communicate with your teacher. Communication is key. I can't help you if I don't know there's a problem. So I'm going to rely on you and your learning coach to let me know when there's an issue, when you're struggling with something, or if you didn't hear something, or if something's going on personally that's hindering you from being able to attend class or complete your lessons. I want to know that. Remember, you are somebody, and this over here is basically my educational philosophy. This Dear Student poem, I just really love this poem, and I truly believe in every word of it. I believe in you. I'm here for you. You are capable of great things. You are respected. You are listened to. You are unique. You are worth it. I expect great things from you. I will never give up on you. I care about you. Your success is my success. We're in this together. You are the reason I'm here. And that is very true. A little bit more about myself. I graduated from Charleston State University with a bachelor's in English with a minor in education. And I've been in education for over 17 years now. This is my 7th year as a teacher and my 2nd year teaching virtually. I've been married to my husband, Josh, for 8 years now. Mom to an 8-year-old son, Nicholas. He's graduating this year. I have 4 cats. I have Pumpkin, who's a female orange tabby. Her brother, Figaro, who's a male tuxedo cat. Raven is actually my son's cat, and she's a female black Bombay. And Rocky, I sometimes foster cats, but I 9 times out of 10 find a home for them. But Rocky just fit in with our family so well that he has become a member of the family. So Rocky is our other male tuxedo cat, and you will very likely see them on occasion. For fun, I like to hang out with my family, play games, watch movies, listen to music, various crafting projects. I'm very crafty. And here's some pictures of my family. This is me and my husband on our wedding day. And my husband and my son, this was taken a few years ago at the San Antonio Riverwalk. It was gorgeous that day. This is my niece, Addison, with Nicholas's cat, Raven. And there's another picture, a more recent picture of Nicholas that was taken last spring. And then in the cat carrier is Pumpkin with Rocky on top. And then my 2 litter mate twins, Pumpkin, the orange tabby, and Figaro, the other tuxedo kitty. So if you're following along in the orientation quiz, you should be on question number 3, I believe, or is it number 2? Hold on, just give me a second. It's question number 2. So I've already answered the first question. Question number 2. Tell me something about you. And if we're in the live class, I would ask you to do that in the chat. But since you're probably watching this recording, you can just tell me that in that space on that quiz. Please do write incomplete sentences. That means it starts with a capital letter, ends with a punctuation mark, such as a period, and has a subject and verb, and it makes sense. You can pause the video and take your time. All right, welcome back. I can't wait to read your responses. So some things to do and not to do. What not to do. Finishing homework the day it's due. As my poster behind me says, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So the sooner you get started, the sooner you'll get finished. And 2, you know, I always hated that getting home from school and knowing I had a ton of homework due and I wanted to go play or watch TV. I just would rather get it done and then I don't have to worry about it. I can enjoy my time, my free time. A day may come when I start my assignments, but today is not that day. Please don't procrastinate. It's a snowball effect. And always look puzzled, never ask questions. Please, if you're confused about anything, email me, call me, reach out. I promise I'm very responsive. You will get a reply back from me, usually within 24 hours, definitely within 48. What you should do. Let's work smarter, not harder. Have a growth mindset. Have that thought of, you know, I'm not getting this yet. The yet being our focus. You may not be getting it now, just yet, but you will in the future. So always have that positive mindset and start out with some of these good study tips. First, limit distractions when you're studying or during class connect sessions. So maybe face your desktop against a blank wall. Like me, if I'm facing towards the window, I'm going to be daydreaming. So face it against something that you're not going to be that interested in. Maybe use earplugs to distract you from noises that may be around you. If your mind starts wandering, you may need a brain break, and that's okay. Set a timer, 5 minutes. I try not to do any longer than 10, but set a 5-10 minute timer. take a break, walk around, get some fresh air. I got you too. I need to do that more often as well. And then come back and continue your work. Eat right, exercise, and try to get enough sleep. Sleep is very important, especially if it's a day before one of those important STAR tests that are coming up this semester. Assignments and tests are easier to do if you do them while the information is fresh in your mind. So maybe if you weren't so successful last semester with some of the OLS lessons, a tip would be do all that learn and then immediately take the end quiz if it has one, okay? Don't wait and go do something else and come back. Do the learn, and while it's all fresh, take the quiz. Get help early in the semester. Okay, we have office hours Monday through Thursday at 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. My office number is 254-307-0033. And my email is ljordan@tvahallsville.org. And again, I'm very responsive. You'll get a quick answer back from me. So summary, eliminate distractions, go to every class or watch the recordings. We'll go over how to watch the recordings in just a second. Take good notes. When you're in that OLS, this is another. Be sure you're doing that learning portion. And while you're doing that learning portion, be sure that you're downloading those graphic organizers and filling those out. Be sure that you're downloading any helps that are in there and taking good notes, because guess what? You can use those notes when you go to take the quiz. And you have 3 chances, 3, to make an 80 or better. So use that to your ability. I will say when you go to retake, please go back and redo the learn and take better notes and look over your notes before retrying the quiz again. That's another very helpful tip. Take care of your health. Your health is very important. So go get fresh air, eat right, get rest, take a brain break when you need to, and do your homework. Don't procrastinate. Do not put it off. Get help early. If you're starting to have trouble, you take a quiz and you're not passing that quiz, say, hey, Ms. Jordan, I'm not really understanding this about main idea. Can I have a help session with you? Absolutely. Or I'll send you some resources to help you. All right, so how can you be successful? Communication is key. Check your email at least twice a day. When you first log in and either at lunch or at the end of the day, okay? I'll let that second time be your choice. But always check your email first, especially on Mondays, because I send out our weekly announcement and it has everything under the sun that you could need. Make sure you read the newsletter and read your emails. Don't just open them and look at them and attendance. Make sure that you attend 75% of your class connect sessions. When you don't attend, you get marked absent, and then you might receive a phone call. Your learning coach might receive a phone call going, hey, Johnny, Susie isn't in class or hasn't been attending class. They're about to get locked out of the system. We don't want any lockouts, so please be sure that you're attending. Complete your work and follow our weekly calendar. Our weekly calendar is posted on our announcements, and I'll show you more about that in a minute. But that's where our weekly calendar is. It shows you what's coming up for the next 3 weeks. So there's no surprises here. There's usually something on your calendar to do every day. There's very few days where you're not going to have anything at all to do. So be sure that you're looking at that and checking those things off. You might even want to have your own little planner to write down, not just for English, but math, science, or studies, your electives. And always, always do your best. Some days are going to be better than others, but overall, if you're giving me your best, I'm going to work with you. And you can be proud of the results that you do get. So with that being said, some important dates that will be coming up this semester is, the first one is March 26, 2021. All of your teacher graded assignments that are assigned from January to March 26th will be due March 26, 2021. Of course, I'm not going to assign you a teacher graded assignment on March 26th, but they will all be due at that date. Your computer, that's your OLS assignments, will be due let me backtrack for just 1 second. The teacher graded assignments, those are like written assignments. And in this case, although USA Test Prep in your gradebook goes under computer graded, for the gating dates, USA Test Prep is considered a teacher graded assignment. So all of your USA Test Prep assignments and teacher graded writing assignments will be due March 26, 2021. Your computer graded assignments, those are your OLS lessons that are in the K-12 system, or the STRIDE system. We've changed names to STRIDE. And they will be due May 7th, 2021. Okay? Be sure to write those down and take note of those. And I believe we are up to question number 4. So we're tracking right along. New year, new road. So as we were talking about, we have a whole new platform. We're not using Blackboard. And we teachers are new to Neuro. Now, I've been playing around in Neuro this summer, but it's different once you get people in there and they've added some stuff that they didn't have this summer. So please be patient. I'll be patient with you. Please be patient with me. There's a lot of tools right now and things that we were doing in Blackboard that we may not do just yet in Neuro. I've got to feel comfortable doing the things in there, and you've got to feel comfortable doing the things in there. So that's my first part, is that you feel safe and that you're able to learn. And so we may be limiting the tools for right now. We'll slowly creep out of this. The number one important thing about using Neuro is you must use Chrome. If you're using Microsoft Edge or Firefox, I need you to stop and I need you to download Chrome and make it your default browser. It will just make your life, my life, a whole lot easier. Joining a Class Connect session. This is exactly the same as last year. So you will go to your Class Connect sessions, and again, I'll get into a little bit more of that later, but you can click your schedule when you log in. You go to schedule, you click, and you will see your Class Connect sessions, and then you just click on them like we normally have, and it will take you, but it won't open up a Blackboard. It's going to take you to a website. This is all web-based. So that whole downloading Blackboard and uploading, no, it's going to take you to a web page. So when you go there, the first thing you're going to see is please wait. Okay, so you just wait. I'm probably in the room setting things up, or you may get another one that's like this, please wait for your instructor to start the class. So the door is going to be locked, so, and I'll let a few in at a time as you show up. Kind of like, I think most of you did map testing in this, so this should look familiar to you. Just be patient, don't leave, don't go anywhere, just hang out. I will still try to let y'all in a good 5 to 10 minutes early so that we can have some chat time like we did before in Blackboard. Setting up your webcam. So again, this takes it a little bit slower if you need that. When you log in, this is going to pop up. And you want to activate your webcam and your microphone. Be sure both of those are checked. Do not hit skip. Please activate those. Then you will, oops, sorry. Then you, after you set up your webcam, microphone, and speaker, so you be sure that you allow Neuro to use your microphone and your camera. And click OK and next. Then you see this little lock. You can always change it there too. So if you're still having trouble, you get in there and like, I can't hear the teacher, or the teacher can't hear me, then click that little lock and it'll drop down, and you can also allow from there. Be sure that all of those say allow. 9 times out of 10, if you're having trouble hearing me or I cannot hear you, it's probably going to be in settings. All right, set up your webcam. You need to make sure the computer camera isn't covered, okay, or blocked by anything. So if you normally keep a piece of, I keep a Post-it tape. I've got to remember to move my Post-it tape so that the camera could actually see me. Make sure, too, Neuro takes a lot of energy, so be sure that you don't have a lot of tabs open, because that can interfere with your ability to be on camera, hear, or see. So that's another one, if you have a ton of tabs open. And then so you can also select your webcam. If you have more than one, you can use that drop down. Choosing your mic. So try to speak or make a noise, clapping, whatever. If these little bars don't go up, then it's not working. All right. And you'll need to go back and you can click number 2, this will drop down to change your microphone or your headset. Choosing the audio output, again, the same thing. You can click on the little play button, number 1, and it'll play a little beep, 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 you know, saying little noise. If you don't hear it, then you need to click on number 2, this drop down, and choose, be sure you've got the right headset selected, and then click next. So we kind of went over this at the beginning. First, that's your webcam. 2 is changing your microphone input. 3 is your testing your speakers, and then 4 is changing the speaker output, and then 5 is confirming that you've got all that fixed. Permissions and abilities. So teachers can choose students what they see. Share desktop. So if I ask you to share your screen, like you're having some kind of problem and I need to see your screen, you're going to go to Tools, and then you'll scroll down, and well, there'll be a pop-up, and you'll put Desktop Share, and then it'll give you a choice of what to show. And I'll probably tell you what I'm needing to see. You click on that, and it will share your desktop, and I can see what's on your screen. We also can have whiteboard. This is looking at a whiteboard where you have all the different tools, like the pointer tool, highlighting. A lot of the same things that were in Blackboard are in Neuro. They're just in a little different spot. And again, we'll just learn that as we go. All right, you click on the camera to be on camera. I'm going to be real honest with you right now. At first, I'm probably not going to have you be on camera very much. We'll get more into that later as we get more comfortable. I'll let those. I will never make you be on camera, okay? If we're presenting something and you want to show something, that would be great. I will expect, though, that you will have your mic working, okay? You do need to have your mic. If your headphones are not working, then you need to contact K-12. If you're using a K-12 computer, then you need to contact them and get a headset. If not, you can find a fairly cheap one even at the dollar store or Walmart, okay? But have some way to communicate with me. And it will mute you. If you don't speak for 15 seconds, it'll automatically mute you. So that's a really cool thing. You can also raise your hand still by seeing this little guy here with his little hand raised. And this is where you would see people who are on camera down here at the bottom. And we can have up to, I think, 5 students on camera right now. But again, we're going to just play that little by little as we get used to it. And then right now, I'm not going to allow y'all to private chat each other, only room chat. And then you can click ask a question to ask me a specific question. If you just want me to see it, you'll click on that ask a question and it private messages me, and then I can private message you back. For some reason, I haven't figured out if I can private message you first. It doesn't look like I can right now, so keep that in mind. Interacting with other students, again, you'll have a participants list that's right over here. You can see all the people that are in the class. There's your chat. And you even have a thing where you can take notes. Isn't that super cool? And you can get on Neuro on a tablet. If you're on the go, you can get on a phone, tablet, laptop, desktop, any of those. As long as you have internet connection, you're good to go. Using the chat features. So the chat's down here. You can click on chat here to access it, or you can just click down here. When you're in the chat, we thought for a little bit, we've lost our green checks and red X's and emojis. I went to a thing yesterday, a workshop yesterday, and they told us there is a way to do it. And it's by clicking the Windows screen and period. I'm not sure how to do it yet on a Mac, okay? But if you will do Windows and period, this little box of emoticons or emojis will pop up. And there is in there a green check, red X, or at least that 0 with a slash through it that can be used for no. So we can use those still to show if you're confused, you're happy, thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, so I'm really stoked about that. And you can engage in content by using to grab or move objects. You'll use that pointer tool. To show your cursor, so like when I want my pointy tool, you click on the little arrow with a starburst. To draw, you'll use the pencil, and sometimes it'll drop down, give you a drop down menu to whether you want to draw, highlight, erase, or type text. And then 5 is to draw a shape, and you can choose what color. Right now we only have 4 colors: black, blue, green, and red. And then you can decide the thickness, small, medium, or thick. And yeah, like I was talking, sometimes you'll just see this little pencil. If you're on a smaller screen, you'll just see that little pencil. If you click on it, it'll give you this drop down to choose: draw, highlight, erase, write in text. All right, how to access your recording. This again has not changed much because we're still in Class Connect using that. So if you missed part or all of the class, you will go to your Class Connect schedule. You will click on the date that you missed and the class that you missed and you want to view. You will click on that and hit view recording. If it says no recording is available and it's after 5 p.m. the day of that session, then please contact your teacher. There's a button that we can press that will release that. And maybe we just forgot. I mean, we're human. Sometimes we forget. So just let us know and we'll click that and let you know when it's available. And then for advanced troubleshooting, you'll just contact K-12 for support. So that's just kind of an overview. So when you get these, it's just, you can also, to download it, you can download it as a PDF. So to do that, you will go to Notes up here at the top. Then you click, it'll pull this drop-down box and you'll click Download. And then it'll ask you download as what, and you'll put PDF, okay? Well, you'll have these vertical ellipses to open the notepad, and then you'll put download, and then it'll say download as what, and you'll tell the PDF, and then it'll download it down on the bottom. You can open it and save it. I will also be putting the PowerPoints in the weekly newsletter, as well as emailing them out when I do my Sunday evening, Monday morning weekly updates. So there's just some more reminders there. Be sure you're using Google Chrome. Be sure that you log into your class through Class Connect. Wait patiently. Once you're able to, while you're waiting, you can go ahead and check your audio and video settings. Be sure that those are good. Look around, get familiar with Neuro. Use the chat by doing room chat, or if you have a question, it's for me, private chat by doing the question mark. Download any screens that you need as notes by clicking Notes, the 3 ellipses, download as a PDF, and save it to your computer. And I'm not sure what that bottom one says. It's tiny to read. And that's just kind of an overview of Neuro. It's going to be new. We'll get it, and I think y'all are really going to like it. All right, so now talking about our course elements. We're going to look at how you find your schedule, how you find your content, how you find your announcements, and where do you find your grades. So first and foremost is when you log into K-12, you will see a screen like this. This is not taking you to My Classroom yet. This is your main screen. My Schedule will show you your Class Connect session. You can also get there through your classes as well. When you click on classes, then over here will populate all of your classes, and it will show what grade you're making in them, if you have any overdues, if you have any feedback. And these announcements here on this page are K-12 or Stride announcements, okay? They're not necessarily from your individual teachers. To see your individual teachers' announcements, you need to go to your class pages. And I would check on your class pages, each one of them, at least once a day. All right, looking at your ELL course online, when you get into the ELA course, so you have clicked on classes, and then you saw your ELA box over here, you clicked on that, it's going to take you to a page that has this at the top. Class home, plan, content, progress, grades, tools, feedback, help, and more. So we're going to talk about which tab you're going to click on to get your daily lessons, which tab shows you your grades. The content and grades tabs are the ones that you're going to use the most. So let's look at the first one. Let's go to your plan. I know a lot of you start and end here with your schedule or your plan. Your plan is a good place to go to see what's coming due long term, okay? It has a little calendar. You can kind of map out your week schedule. Do not depend on it. What in here is not gospel all the time. Sometimes it pulls things again, or it pulls things that you've already done. If you're seeing something in your planner and you know, I already did that USA test prep, probably what happened is it's a teacher graded assignment and you did not submit it in the content place. And so therefore it's thinking that you haven't turned it in. That 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. If you are confused about it, just send me an email real quick and ask me. But generally, that's, if you're seeing something you've already done on your plan, especially if it's a teacher graded assignment, it's because you didn't submit it properly. What that is like, you did it, but you didn't turn it in on the teacher's desk. So I have to go hunt for it in USA Test Prep. I'll still find it. You'll still get your grade, but it'll just keep showing up on your planner. The other important thing is content. This is where you find your computer graded OLS lessons, okay? There is a video attached here I would like for you to watch. If you are watching this as a recording, just pause and click on that in the PowerPoint that is sit along with this, and then come back when you're done. It's probably about a 5-10 minute video. Okay, that should have explained a lot about how to do your classes. If you're still confused about how to do your OLS lessons, please come see me at Help Lab, Open Office, whatever you want to call it. Come see me. Grades. All right, you do want to check your grades, and especially every Monday, because we put in Monday morning zeros. This is even better than the planner at telling you what you actually have not turned in. Because if Monday morning there is a 0 sitting in your grade book, number one, it's bringing down your grade. Number two, it means you have not even turned it in to me. That's why you have a 0, is that I'm not seeing it on my end. So you need to bump those things up to top priority before starting on whatever lessons you need to do for that day. And if you are unhappy with your grade, do not wait to the last minute to reach out to me. You do not want to be that person at the end of May when everything is coming due, May 26th, remember, and have 3 days to do 3 weeks worth of material. It's hard for you, it's hard on me. Let's just not do that. Let's take it little bit by little bit. I'm going to try to keep you honest and let you know by giving you these Monday morning zeros that you're behind. Those are your cues. Ooh, I'm behind on this. I need to get it done. I'm here to help you succeed. However, you are responsible for your grade. You are 6th graders, about to be 7th graders. It is time for you to take responsibility for your learning. If you're having trouble, if you're failing, if you just don't understand something, or you're, like I said, you're not happy with the grade in the grade book, it is your responsibility to reach out to me and tell me what you're having trouble, whether that's in an email, coming to open office or help lab, or attending extra sessions that I may invite you to, okay? Announcements. I cannot stress enough how important announcements are. When you first log in to your class, you'll have that purple toolbar at the top. If you scroll down and look on the right-hand side just a little bit, you're going to see where it has all the announcements. The first thing that will always be in your announcement is your 3-week at a glance. It's the curriculum map, and we put in there 3 weeks at a glance. Check that out. The next thing you'll see is my weekly newsletter for our class. In there, I will put everything you could possibly think of or need to do your OLS lessons, your teacher graded assignments, your USA test prep assignments, okay? If you have a question, go look in that newsletter because I guarantee you it's probably there. And if it's not, then yes, please reach out to me and I will get you a link or whatever it is that you need. But check there first always. And see, this is where it is. So here is our class. This is what our class looks like when you log in. You have your upcoming, if you have any feedback from me, will be right here. You have your upcoming lessons and kind of the planner section. And then you have your class connects right here, shows for your class connects for the day. And then right here will be your announcements. Please check those daily. If something changes and I need to really let you know, yeah, I'll probably email you, but I will definitely be posting an announcement there. So check those. I know y'all get bombarded with emails, and I know, honestly, some of y'all will not watch or read or whatever your emails. So check your announcements, please. Talking about Sway. In the Sway, there's, that's where that Sway or our newsletter is going to be. Also, I'll have the 6th grade link tree. It has a ton of videos and resources to help you complete things. So if you don't know how to turn in a teacher graded assignment properly so that you get it pulled off your planner, go watch that video. If you don't know how to get to them or you don't know how to find your online textbook, there's a video in the 6th grade link tree. Go check it out. Some other things that might help you if you need text-to-speech accommodations, or you have you're an English language learner and English is not your first language and you need a little help with that. There's Speak It, Read Aloud, or you have trouble. I know what I want to say, but I have trouble writing it down for this assignment. You can use these Google Chrome extensions. There's the link to get them. Speak It, Read Aloud, Google Translate, and Bitmoji. You'll see me use Bitmoji. This is fun. And now USA test prep. So we have OLS lessons that are computer graded in K-12 content. Then you have USA test prep. This is to help you get ready for the STAR test. This is going to be more focused on what we're doing in our Class Connect sessions. We're trying to get you ready for that test. And this is going to help you. So it's very important that you take some time, log in, see if you can get logged in, okay? This is the website, www.usatestprep.com/member-login. Once you get there, everybody's user ID is TVAH82. Your username is your school ID. That's that string of numbers that they give you. Let's say in this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then your password is going to be your first name. Be sure that you capitalize that first letter. And then the last 3 digits of your student ID. So looking at this example, user ID is the same for everyone, TVAH82. Your username is, or pretend username in this case, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you do not know your username, please stop right now, and send me an email. I mean it. Stop the recording right now and send me an email that you need to know your student ID number. And then your password is going to be your first name capitalized. So in this case, the student's name is Joseline. We're going to capitalize that J. And then we're going to put the last 3 digits of her student ID, which is 678. Now, if you have a name that has a hyphen in it, put the hyphen. If you have a name that has an accent mark, put the accent mark. If you have a name that has 2 capital letters, put both capital letters. So if you're any way unique like that, my name's unique. My first name is LaMonica. So capital L, lowercase a, capital M, lowercase O-N-I-C-A. And then it would be my last 3 digits of my student ID. All right, if you have any questions or any problems with that, let me know. And that is a question on the quiz. So hopefully you're answering that right now. And if you need to stop the recording, see if you can log in and let me and put your answer. The other program that I use a lot for enrichment or remediation is Moby Max. And our class website, so if you just put mobymax.com, you're not going to find my class. You're going to be in the main group and they're going to tell you, hey, you need to pay for this. No, you don't. You just need to put in the correct address. It is www.mobymax.com/TX15361. And your username is going to be your password from USA Test Prep. So your first name with the last 3 digits of your student ID. So in this case, LaMonica 456. And here's the other variations you can have. Like I said, if you have 2 that have capital letters, then capitalize them. If it has an accent, put an accent. If it has a hyphen, put a hyphen. Everybody's password right now is Bobcat with a capital B. Capital B, O, lowercase b, lowercase C-A-T-S. Bobcats. If you decide to change that, you need to write it down and keep up with it. I might be able to find it if you forget it, but please, my advice would be don't change it. But if you're going to change it, please be sure that you write it down. The 2 modules that we use in here right now the most, and we may use 3 this semester. The first thing, I have 2 placement tests. Okay, so there's 2 placement tests I need you to take as soon as you can. The first one is language, and it looks like this. And when you click on it, it's going to take you right there and say, hey, are you ready to take your placement? And you could stop and pause it. It's not as long as the map test. It's like maybe 15 minutes, maybe. Do your best on it, but it's just going to test you for that short amount of time. And then if you stop in the middle, that's fine. It'll pick back up wherever you left off. Just the next time you log in, it's going to say, are you ready to complete it? And you'll say yes, and it'll just pick up where you left off. Again, it's much shorter than the map test, maybe 15 minutes. And then it'll automatically take you in when you're done. It'll start a lesson for you, okay? And you can go ahead and do that first lesson if you want, or after you're sure that the assessment's over, you can just stop. Then the other one that I need you to take a pre-assessment in is foundational reading. Now, if you were in my first semester class, you may have done this. I still have a lot from first semester that have not done this. So if you have not completed this, I need you to get that done as soon as possible because we are going to be using this more this semester in even live sessions, okay? So we've got foundational reading, and this is what the old icon looked like, but it will say underneath it, foundational reading. You'll click on that and take a pre-assessment. Again, it'll probably be about 15, maybe 20 minutes for this one because you have to read some passages, but it's still not very long at all. And again, you can stop in the middle. I would advise doing that with the reading though. I'd try to just take it. So you can do that and it will give you the assessment. It'll say, welcome to your pre-assessment. And once you're finished, it'll take you to your first lesson automatically. Again, you can go ahead and do that first lesson if you wish, or you can stop and wait till class time, or I give you further instructions. And that takes us to I think we're about done with this on the quiz. So that takes us to number, oh, I forgot to put it in there. I'll be adding it in a second. Were you able to log into Moby Max? Please let me know if you're not able to. Again, I can send you your login information. So please let me know. Take a moment, pause the recording, see if you can log into Moby Max. Let me put that screen back up. www.mobymax.com/TX, capital T, capital X, 15361. Your username is the same as your USA Test Prep password, your first name, and the last 3 digits of your student ID. And the password is Bobcats with a capital B at the beginning. And here's just a reminder that you need to take that orientation quiz. So your assignment for today, for right now, is use what you've learned today and go back and go check out the course. Make sure you can locate your announcements. Make sure you can find your grade book, your first lesson, and your coursework, which will be right after our original orientation. Your schedule. Look to see if you can log into USA Test Prep. See if you can log into Moby Max and complete this orientation scavenger hunt. If you have any difficulty with any of these things, please email me at ljordan@tvahallsville.org or call or text me at 254-307-0033. If your parents or LC has not opted you as the student in for text messaging, I will not be able to text you back. I will text your LC or I will email you, okay, just so you know. And of course, come to my open office or help lab. It's held every Monday through Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for coming and watching and participating, and I look forward to seeing you in our Class Connect sessions. Have a great evening. Bye.